The night John Wayne couldn't hold back his tears. The studio lights were brighter than usual that night. The audience laughed, clapped, and whispered with excitement as the legendary cowboy walked onto the stage. He moved slower than people remembered, but the moment he appeared, the room rose to its feet. The applause felt endless. Johnny Carson smiled warmly and shook his hand. "America's toughest man," Johnny joked gently, "and still taller than me." The crowd laughed. John Wayne smiled too, but something in his eyes looked different, softer, heavier, older. He sat down carefully. For the first few minutes, everything felt normal. They joked about old Western films, about horses, about directors yelling at him, about how many times he had been shot in movies but somehow survived every time. The audience laughed again and again. But then Johnny asked a simple question. "So tell me, after all these years, what was the hardest moment of your career?" The room became quiet. John Wayne leaned back slightly. For the first time that night, he didn't smile. He looked down at his hands. "I'll tell you something most folks don't know," he said slowly. The audience leaned forward. "I wasn't always the hero people thought I was." Johnny's expression changed. He realized this wasn't going to be a funny answer. Wayne cleared his throat. "When the war came, a lot of boys I knew went overseas. Good boys, brave boys, some of them never came back." His voice grew heavier. "I stayed here making pictures." The studio became completely silent. "You know what it feels like," he continued quietly, "to have people call you a hero on screen when real heroes never got to come home." Someone in the audience sniffled. Johnny didn't interrupt. Wayne's strong hands tightened together. "I met mothers who lost their sons, and they still thank me for my movies." His voice cracked. "I didn't deserve that." The crowd sat frozen. For decades, America had seen him as fearless, untouchable, stronger than anyone else. But tonight, he looked like a man carrying years of quiet regret. Johnny spoke softly. "People believed in you, Duke. That matters." Wayne looked at him. "You know what I really hoped," he said gently. "I just hoped I gave them something to hold on to when things got hard." A tear formed in his eye. He quickly looked away, embarrassed. The audience didn't laugh this time. They stood up again. Not cheering loudly. Just standing. Respectfully. Some were crying. Some placed hands over their hearts. Some simply watched him with gratitude. Johnny reached over and rested his hand on Wayne's shoulder. "No," Johnny said quietly, "you gave them more than that." Wayne nodded once. For a moment, the toughest cowboy America had ever known looked like a tired man who had carried a nation's expectations for too long. And that night, he finally let them see the truth behind the legend.